Myth number 1. Aging means you'll inevitably decline physically. Alright, let's tackle the first myth. Aging means you'll inevitably decline physically. I can almost hear you nodding along because this one's everywhere. Society loves to tell us that once you hit a certain age, 50, 60, whatever, your body just starts falling apart. Joints creak, energy fades, and suddenly you're supposed to trade your hiking boots for a rocking chair. But let me tell you something, that's not the whole story. Now don't get me wrong. Aging does bring changes. Our muscles might not recover as fast as they did in our 20s, and maybe we're a little stiffer in the morning. But the idea that decline is inevitable? That's a myth we need to kick to the curb. Science backs this up. Studies show that with the right lifestyle choices, you can maintain, and even improve, your physical health well into your later years. Let's talk about exercise for a second. I know the word exercise can feel like a chore, but hear me out. It's not about running marathons or lifting heavy weights unless that's your thing. It's about moving your body in ways that feel good. Walking, swimming, yoga, even gardening, those all count. The National Institute on Aging says that regular physical activity can help you stay strong, improve balance, and even boost your mood. I've got a friend, Linda, who's 68, and she started doing gentle yoga 5 years ago. She says she feels stronger now than she did in her 50s. Isn't that amazing? And it's not just about exercise. Nutrition plays a huge role too. Eating a balanced diet with plenty of fruits, veggies, lean proteins, and whole grains gives your body the fuel it needs to stay vibrant. I'm not saying you have to give up your favorite treats. Life's too short to skip chocolate. But small changes like adding a handful of berries to your breakfast or swapping soda for water can make a big difference. Here's another thing, your mindset matters. If you believe your body is doomed to decline, you might stop trying. But if you believe you can stay active and strong, you're more likely to make choices that support that. I love what Dr. Ellen Langer, a psychologist at Harvard, says about this. She studied how our beliefs about aging shape our health, and her research shows that people who view aging as a time of growth rather than decline actually perform better physically. They walk faster, have better memory, and even live longer. So how do we bust this myth? Start small. Maybe commit to a 15-minute walk every day or try a new veggie recipe this week. Find an activity you enjoy because if you love it, you'll stick with it. And most importantly, remind yourself that your body is capable of incredible things, no matter your age. You're not declining, you're evolving. Myth number 2. You can't learn new things as you age. Okay, let's move on to myth number 2. You can't learn new things as you age? Oh, this one gets me fired up. How many times have you heard someone say, "I'm too old to learn that," or, "You can't teach an old dog new tricks"? I'm calling nonsense on that right now. Your brain is not a dusty old book that stops adding new pages after a certain age. It's more like a garden. Keep tending to it and it'll keep growing. Let's break this down with some science. There's this concept called neuroplasticity, which is a fancy way of saying your brain can change and adapt throughout your life. Yes, even in your 60s, 70s, or beyond. Researchers at places like Stanford and the University of California have found that older adults can absolutely learn new skills, from playing an instrument to speaking a new language to mastering technology. It might take a bit more time or practice, but it's totally doable. I want to share a story about my neighbor Tom. Tom's 72, and last year he decided to learn how to use Zoom so he could join his grandkids' virtual game nights. At first he was frustrated, technology wasn't his thing. But he stuck with it, watched a few tutorials, and now he's not only a Zoom pro but also teaching his friends how to use it. He told me, "I never thought I could figure this stuff out, but it feels so good to prove myself wrong." That's the spirit. Learning new things isn't just about keeping up with the times, it's also great for your brain health. Studies show that challenging your mind with new activities can improve memory and even lower the risk of cognitive decline. Things like puzzles, reading, or even trying a new hobby like painting or knitting can keep your brain sharp. And let's not forget the joy of it. There's something so satisfying about mastering something new, isn't there? So how do you bust this myth? Start with something that sparks your curiosity. Maybe there's a hobby you've always wanted to try or a skill you've been curious about. Break it into small steps, be patient with yourself, and celebrate your progress. And don't let fear of failure stop you. Every time you try, you're proving this myth wrong. Your brain is ready to grow, you just have to give it a chance. Myth number 3, aging means losing your independence. Now let's talk about myth number 3. Aging means losing your independence. This one can feel heavy, can't it? The idea that as we age, we'll inevitably need someone else to take care of us or that we'll lose the freedom to live life on our terms. It's a fear I hear from so many people and I get it. Independence is precious. But here's the good news. aging doesn't automatically mean giving that up. Let's be clear. Independence doesn't mean doing everything alone. It means having the ability to make choices about your life, where you live, how you spend your time, who you spend it with. And with the right strategies, you can maintain that control for a long, long time. The key is planning and taking proactive steps now. One big factor is staying physically active, which we talked about earlier. Keeping your body strong and mobile helps you do things like climb stairs, carry groceries, or get around your home safely. It's not just physical. Financial planning is huge too. I'm no financial advisor, but I can tell you that setting up a solid retirement plan, budgeting wisely, and maybe even consulting a professional can give you peace of mind and more freedom down the road. Technology is another game changer. There are so many tools out there to support independence, from smart home devices that let you control lights or thermostats with your voice to apps that remind you to take medications. My friend Susan, who's 65, uses a wearable device that tracks her steps and alerts her doctor if something's off. She says it makes her feel more confident living alone. And let's talk about community. Staying connected with friends, family, or neighbors can make a huge difference. It's not about relying on others, it's about building a support network that lifts you up. Joining a local club, volunteering, or even attending a church group can keep you engaged and give you people to lean on when you need them. Busting this myth starts with taking charge of your future. Think about what independence means to you and what steps you can take now to protect it. Maybe it's scheduling that doctor's visit you've been putting off, signing up for a fitness class, or exploring new tech tools. Whatever it is, know that you have the power to shape your future. Aging doesn't take that away, you do you and do it proudly. Myth number 4, you're too old to chase your dreams. Alright, myth number 4, you're too old to chase your dreams? Oh, this one hits me right in the heart. How many times have you thought, I wish I'd done that when I was younger, or, it's too late for me now? I've been there and I bet you have too. But let me tell you something, it's never too late to go after what lights you up. Society loves to put an expiration date on ambition, especially for those of us in our middle or later years. We're told to act our age, or that certain dreams, like starting a business, traveling the world, or picking up a new passion, are for younger folks. But that's nonsense. Your dreams don't have an age limit, and neither does your potential. Let's look at some real-life examples. Did you know that Colonel Sanders didn't start KFC until he was 65? Or that Laura Ingalls Wilder published her first Little House book at 65? These folks didn't let age stop them, and neither should you. I've got a friend, Maria, who's 70, and last year she started a blog about her love of gardening. It's grown into a little community and she's even making some extra income from it. She told me, I thought I was too old to start something new, but now I wish I'd done it sooner. Chasing your dreams doesn't have to mean big dramatic changes. It can be as simple as taking a class, volunteering for a cause you care about, or finally writing that book you've always thought about. The point is, your passions matter and they deserve your attention no matter how old you are. Of course, it's normal to feel hesitant. Fear of failure, lack of confidence, or even practical concerns like time or money can hold us back. But here's a little trick. Start small. Break your dream into tiny steps. Want to travel? Start by researching destinations or saving a few dollars a week. Want to learn something new? Watch a free YouTube tutorial or check out classes at your local community center. Every step forward is a victory. And don't forget to surround yourself with cheerleaders. Share your dreams with people who lift you up, not those who say, why bother at your age? Your dreams are worth it and so are you. Busting this myth is about giving yourself permission to want more, to try, and to shine. So, what's one dream you've been holding on to? Let's make a plan to start chasing it today. Myth number 5. Aging means you'll be unhappy. Finally, let's tackle myth number 5. Aging means you'll be unhappy. This one's a doozy because it's so pervasive. We see it in movies, in ads, in the way people talk about getting older like it's some kind of tragedy. But here's the truth. Your later years can be some of the happiest, most fulfilling times of your life. Let's look at the research. Studies, like one from the University of California, San Diego, show that people in their 60s and beyond often report higher levels of life satisfaction than younger adults. Why? Because with age comes perspective. You've been through life's ups and downs and you know what really matters. Things like relationships, purpose, and simple joys, like a good book or a sunset, take center stage. That's not to say there aren't challenges. Health issues, loss, or changes in lifestyle can be tough. But happiness isn't about avoiding challenges, it's about how you respond to them. One thing I've learned is that cultivating gratitude can transform your outlook. Try this. Every morning write down 3 things you're thankful for. It could be your health, a kind neighbor, or even a warm cup of coffee. Over time, this practice rewires your brain to focus on the good. Another key to happiness is staying connected. Loneliness can be a real issue as we age, but it's not inevitable. Reach out to friends, join a group, or volunteer. Even small interactions like chatting with someone at the grocery store can boost your mood. I love what my friend John, who's 75, does. He started a weekly coffee meetup at his local cafe, and now it's a highlight of his week. And let's not forget purpose. Having something that gets you out of bed in the morning, whether it's a hobby, helping others, or learning something new, gives life meaning. I heard about a woman named Betty who, at 80, started tutoring kids in her neighborhood. She says it makes her feel young and needed. Busting this myth is about choosing happiness. It's about focusing on what you can control, nurturing your relationships, and finding joy in the everyday. You don't have to buy into the idea that aging equals misery. Your golden years can be just that, golden. So, what's one thing you can do today to spark a little joy? Maybe it's calling a friend, trying a new recipe, or just taking a moment to breathe and smile. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and comment below. We'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you won't miss the next one. Stay well, stay inspired, and see you next time.